What inspired you to do the Duke of Ed?
Well, the funny thing is that I'm a bit of an anomaly because I fell into it by mistake. Because the school I was at, we used to do expeditions on an annual basis, but honestly, they used to find terrible places to go and camp, which were absolutely guaranteed to flood if it rained. And we just climbed mountains for the sake of climbing mountains, which I didn't really enjoy. So after 3 years of putting up with this, I fronted up and said, look, could I do an expedition where you walk around the mountains and you camp in a different place each night, so it's a bit of a journey? And they looked at me and went, right, you better go and do the Duke of Edinburgh's award. So my journey was a little bit different. I actually started with the adventurous journey bit, and then I discovered that was just the first part. I then had to get involved in all sorts of other things.
Well, you are the Duke of Edinburgh.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Well, in saying that, what do you think are the most incredible outcomes and the best life skills that you've gained throughout doing the Duke of Edinburgh that have impacted your life?
Gosh, that's a really, really difficult question. Partly because there's so much that has gone on, and you're constantly learning. For me, I think the number one that I really learnt was that I really wanted to finish it. I could have dropped it after, and it could have been all a bit too difficult. But what I discovered at university was, of course, the range of options and opportunities increases quite dramatically. But it was, I don't know, there was a real drive there to try to finish this thing, which I remember. And I think that's probably one of those sort of personality traits that it has developed. I'm a bit of a, so, once something's got started, I'm quite keen to try and actually get to see a conclusion, a finish, and just to see an outcome from something. But I'm sure I probably learnt quite a lot of other things. Getting on with all sorts of different people, and the recognition that everybody's got a talent, everybody's got a passion, everybody's got an ability. It's just, how do you develop that? So and a recognition that, for me anyway, what happened outside the classroom through the award has really shaped my life far more than actually what happened in the classroom. So hence the reason why I'm a bit passionate about trying to, give that opportunity, make sure that lots of other people have the same opportunity. So it's brilliant meeting you two, because it obviously, that's exactly what's happened for you too, which is brilliant.
Yeah. So the Duke of Edinburgh program inspires a lot of young people to fulfill their potential and test their limits. What has helped you overcome some of those challenges, and what would you say to young people reaching their full potential?
Well,
through the program.
Yeah, I think that it is that framework. It is that we've tried to make it a bit easier by going on to ORB, so you can actually track your progress. It begins to fill up. Well, I'm of the era where it's still on paper, so you had no idea really. You didn't quite realise how close you were getting, or so. Hopefully, you've made that a little bit easier to be able to understand. But I think that what I think is trying to get through to young people is that, there are lots of things that you can just do now and then drop, that's a bit, we all tried things which actually we didn't really work for us and we dropped it. But actually learning, no, if you actually stick at something for a bit, you really will develop, a real understanding and hopefully actually begin to develop a real passion. No longer become something, well, I've got to do this because because I really want to do it. I really do aspire to get to that particular goal. When you look back on it, when you look at the amount of time that you invested in those various activities, you feel actually it was worth it. I might not still be doing it, but it has actually done something really positive. I've learned a lot more about myself and about what I'm capable of doing than if I just tried it and dropped it and tried something else and dropped it.